Welcome guys, welcome back to the channel for a preview for a big game, like I won't say the biggest game, the most important game so far in the season for us, I think, personally. I don't know, I will explain why. In this video, we will go over Atalanta, um, and we will go over Juve, what we need to do, or what I think everybody expect us to do. Better said, not what we need to do. Before we get into it, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Um, and this video is brought to you by sponsoring Sportening. Sportening is an app where you can check the results, in-game results. We have a group chat on it. It's free to download. Link is in the description. You can do the player ratings after the game. You can share your ratings in the group chat. All those things. It's fun because there's a group chat, as we said, and we use it. A lot of people on the channel use it, and you can chat during the game, just during the week, about everything Juve, basically. Now, let's get into it. Atalanta Juve. Um, Now, I will pull up some things. And let's start with the table first. Now, we are in the top four. They have a game in hand. We're 2 points ahead. As you can see, a lot of people were talking about Scudetto race, but if you can see at the table, if you see the table, we need to worry more about Atalanta and the teams behind us than actually looking at the title. I think that should be a no-go for us. Like, we need to focus on fourth place. I know it's kind of sad to say, but that's our reality at the moment. We have never been in the top four this season. You can say now, but with the game in hand, Atalanta have is it really in the top four? You can be in the top four tomorrow with a win. That's it. And that's what we need. We need a win because we talked about it so many times. We haven't beaten a top four team this season, and I put Atalanta in that top four. Even if they're fifth now, we have 4 points out of 18 against the top four teams. That's not good enough. So people talk about the title, like that's bad. Like you're not gonna win a title with that. And at the moment, we're struggling to get into that top four, like being a solid top four team. That's what we're struggling at the moment. That's it. Like look at the table. We are 8 points off Atalanta, off Napoli. 7 from Milan, but I expect them to win against Sampdoria again. Expect will they? But we are 8 points out of Napoli. So the reality is, it's between Atalanta and us now for the top four, and that's why today is so important. We need to win this game. Like there's absolutely like Julian asked me, and a lot of people asked me, will you take a point even if we play bad? No, I will not be happy with a point, even if we play bad and at the end of the day you come out of that game with a point. I will not be happy because the expectation is to win. The expectation is to go there and win that game and do what we should be doing and putting pressure on them and basically forcing them to chase us and put pressure on everyone. That's what we need to do tomorrow. So I will not take a point. I think Allegri will take a point going off his presser. I think he will be okay with just 1 point. I actually believe that he will just be okay with 1 point. And I don't think that's good. Like we need a win. We need 3 points for so many reasons. For the positive momentum, all you want, but for the table, just look at the standings. We need those points for the table. Like it's that simple. Now, the game in itself, like I can pull up some stats. Again, it's all from Sportening. They have a lot of stats. Link for that in the description. It's free to download. If you look at the form, you can see we are in a bad moment. We are. That's just a reality. That we are playing better than Atalanta at the moment. They're kind of struggling. The most, how do you want to say, the weirdest stat basically is Atalanta at home this season. They're not good. They're actually not good. They have won 3 games, drew 4 and lost 4. So yeah, I think they have like, I'm not sure. Yeah, they have 13 points at home out of 11 games. So out of 33 points, they only got 13. That's For Atalanta, that's how you want to call it. That's shocking. Let's be honest. It's shocking. But away from home, they are absolutely machines. Like they have 30 points out of from 12 away games. But they're playing at home. Away from home, we are doing okay. Like we have 22 points. It should have been at least 27 in my opinion. But we have 22 points. Maybe if you think about the season, you would expect even worse, but it is what it is. But at home, Atalanta are struggling, just in general this season. For some reason, at home, they're struggling. I think they won't be ready for tomorrow, but there's no excuse. I know they're in a bad moment, and I know people are saying, oh, at some point, they're going to come out and fire again, and they will be angry for the results not going their way, and they will go for it. They will go for it either way. If they were in a good moment and a bad moment, it's just at the moment they're struggling to get some wins or to consistently perform well. I think that's their main issue. They had a lot of injuries. Players are coming back. They're missing Zapata, who is their main guy up top. I think that's a big miss, but they still have quality. Like because they have a style of play, and they will not back down from that. That's just Atalanta. They will not change it. That's how they play. So expect a high tempo game where they will put pressure on us, high intensity. Like we talked about it, that 35 minutes, 30 minutes we had against Atalanta, that spell where we looked very, very bad and very vulnerable. If you have that type of moment against Atalanta, I think you can lose that game and you're not coming back from it because they will take their chances and they will put you away. They will put you away and you're not coming back from it. Like that will be absolutely a shock if you actually come back from that. So we cannot have that tomorrow. Like Allegri said, like it's cliche, but technically it needs to be a very clean game today. It needs to be clean. Like you cannot mess up like the Chilio against Inter with Zeko, like giving away stupid penalties, like stuff like that. Like it needs to be a clean game tomorrow. I don't care how you do it today. Excuse me. You need to get a win. You need to win that game. Period. It's that I would say simple. It's not that simple, but in theory, it's that simple. You need to win, and there's no two ways about it. We need to win. So that's that. Now the starting lineup, it's the same lineup as everybody expected. Besides maybe Danilo coming in, I don't think a lot of people would have expected that, and Locatelli playing in that holding position and Zakaria playing in that 8 position. I think that's where people are a bit not confused, but like surprised because I think a lot of people, me included, expected for Zakaria to take that 6 role because he can play that and Locatelli get that freedom. But it is what it is. And the 3 up top, that's gonna be key because we have seen it with the 3 up top. It's different. There's so many dimensions to it. Again, I don't want to jinx it. Like they can come out today and absolutely stink it out, but it looks good. It's not a finished article, but you need to pursue it. Like you need to insist with it now on it because I think that's the way to go until the end of the season. Like those 3 up top, they are gonna, how you want to say it? They're gonna be the judge of us making top 4 or not. If they are on it, they will win you games. It's just up to the team to keep games close in terms of not giving away goals, not messing up, and then it's up to those 3 up top to finish the job. And I expected today that they fire, like that they will click and that they will do their job. Do I expect Allegri to go for it? Nah, going off his presser, I think if you tell Allegri you will get a point, you don't need to travel, you will take that point. Like going off his presser, that's the feeling I got. I hope I'm wrong because that Milan game, that's still in my head. Like it was just sad. Like it was, how you want to, cowardly. Yeah, like he played for the point, and I didn't like that at all. So that's that. Again, in my preview in the live show, I said 1-1, and that's solely based on Allegri's presser, where I got the vibes that he is okay with a point. Like it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not decisive. It's important. I don't know. So that's why I went with 1-1. But we need to win. I want to see a good performance. I want to see a team to go out there and actually show we came here to win that game and say we are in the top 4 and we're gonna push on forward now and nobody's stopping us. In terms of we're not looking back anymore. Like that's what I expect today. That's the statement game I expect. That's why I said at the start of the season, I think this is most at the video. I think this is the most important game for us so far. That's why I said that basically. The magnitude of the game, maybe the Chelsea game was bigger, but just in terms of importance for us, I think this is it. Like they're struggling. You can, how do you say that? You can put them in even more misery and more trouble, like a more that they will look around and say what is happening, make them doubt, and they will drop even more points. This is the moment today. You're not getting another shot at it. You're not. So, and again, we said it, 4 points out of 18 against the top 4. Not good enough. It's only only them. Atalanta today and Inter in a few weeks. We have in the top 4, and even if you win those games, it's still 14 out of 24. It's still not great, but you need to win. So yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you think, prediction wise? Are we gonna win? How much? As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and video sponsored by SPORTENING. It's a live score app with a group chat for our community from the Bianconeri zone. So we are all in the group chat. You can send pictures. You can do the player ratings in the app after the game, and you can send that in the group chat and discuss. It's free to download. Link for it is in the description. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you in the next one.